Hey guys, welcome to our YouTube channel here at Pippin and Dippin Academy. Thank you for stopping by. We're so grateful that you're here. My name is Joe Von Grixon. I got my partner in crime, Hunter, the Pip Hunter Burkett, with me. Hunter, you want to say hello?
What is going on, guys? How's everybody doing?
Right on. See, you can see he has no energy, no excitement. You know, I'm just kidding. This guy does everything big, right? He's from Texas, so that's why I partnered with the guy. Love him dearly. Before we go any further, if it is your first time here, that's great. Again, thank you. Hit the subscribe button below and make sure you hit the bell icon there. That way you get notified anytime we have a new video. We're constantly coming up with new content ideas. And do us a favor, go ahead and put in the comment section, I subscribe. We would love to hear from you. And for those lucky few, you may just get a special gift from us. And if you have any questions, go ahead and put them in there as well. Or if there's something you'd like us to do a video on, go ahead and put that in there, ask us, and we'll put that on the agenda for a future video. So without further ado, today we want to talk to you about something that's really, really special to us. It's something that we've been talking about doing for a long time, and we actually just completed, which is our first VIP Mastermind program. So the Mastermind, we have our academy, which is anybody can come and join. You get access to all of our video training, and we do weekly Monday night trainings. We do a Friday night market review, and then we do live trading calls during the day. So that's our academy. However, our VIP, what Hunter and I have really come to the realization is true success in Forex is going to be how well you manage what's between your ears. The strategy that we have is off the charts. We know it works really well. However, like true success, building wealth, having a truly balanced life, we know that, again, it comes back to the self-management, the emotional intelligence that we have. And so we created this VIP program so that people that were part of our academy could actually take themselves on in a way they never have. And we actually had 5 men participate in the month of August. We went for 30 days. So right at the end of July, we started the program, went for 30 days. And I'm sorry, we went July into August, my bad. So the beginning of July into August 5th. And the results were off the charts. I mean, some of these guys, the thing that's really crazy, and we're going to show you a spreadsheet here in a second, is the one thing that Hunter and I are really proud of is the fact that 4 of the 5 guys have been trading for a while, and just they've had some success. It's been a roller coaster though. They haven't had anything consistent, and partially because, again, what's between the ears. Not because these guys were not good guys or anything like that. Not because they weren't capable of doing it and figuring it out on their own. They just needed a little bit more support, and the results that they created for themselves were off the charts. So I'm going to share my screen here, and Hunter, you can chime in if you want at any time.
I'm excited to see show the results.
Yeah, so first and foremost, we left their names out. Obviously, we didn't want to use their names and put any of them on the spot. However, one, a roughneck, works in the oil fields. He actually, the results he created are fantastic because he did that in probably half the amount of time because of his work schedule. He works 7 days a week, 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off type of thing. And the results that he created were across the board were fantastic. His average completion was over 90%. And we're talking about his health goal was to run 60 miles, 2 miles a day for 30 days. And he was getting down to the end of it. And he was so committed to hitting his goal for his health goal that he ran like an extra 6 miles to make sure he hit his goal before he went back to the rig that he was working on. So we're so incredibly proud of not just his Forex growth, his health, growth as well. The second one was a plant engineer. He actually won the overall, if you will. We had a little inside competition. We won't talk about that because we don't want to take it away from the people that potentially will get a chance to experience this program. However, again, same thing, plant engineer, working for oil. I think it is an oil plant, correct? Or it's a gas manufacturing plant or something like that. I'm not sure. Anyways, he's a plant engineer, I think is his technical profession. Filthy smart dude. The third was an auto mechanic. Fourth was a truck driver, heavy equipment truck driver. Very, very good. All of these guys very, very good at their respective professions, and yet had never really set any goals for themselves. And so these were the results that they created. And you can see here, the thing that was really cool is the 85% growth, our completion of their health goals, was the one area that they could work on. Ironically, though, it had been years since any of these guys had worked on their health at all. So we're talking about guys that set a goal to run 2 miles a day when they hadn't been running in years, and he finished it. He actually went a little over. No smoking. This was the no smoking. He wanted to quit smoking. And so, 40% of that, there's room for growth still. However, the fact that he was even considering it, where before it was so ingrained in his subconscious just to pick up a cigarette and smoke, because of his profession, because of his personal life, it's been a part of his life for so long. And so, 40% of the time he was able to not pick up a cigarette, which was room for growth. However, still, we were really proud of him. The auto mechanic, he struggled to keep weight on. He had a kind of a reverse goal. It was really interesting. He wanted to put weight on, where most people want to release it. He wanted to put weight on. And so maintaining a certain weight was his goal. And, you can see pretty special here. The next big one was relationship. They all set relationship goals. And this was anything from date nights with their spouses, which these guys never set official date nights. Never set specific time for their kids, yet these guys all work crazy, ridiculous schedules. And what they created, 110% collectively of their relationship goals. And you can see here, the smallest one here was like right at about 85%. So really, guys, anything over 90% is like you're playing a big game. Like anything over 90%. So he's the truck driver right here. He has, some opportunity for growth. However, what he did and what all of these gentlemen did in 30 days, they made time where they've never made time for not just themselves on their health. They really focus on the people they love and care about, which is really, really cool. Their contribution, contribution is everything from self-love, reading and growing, to actually giving of your time and expertise to others, volunteering. These goals through here, actually the Uber driver, his goal was to give away his money for the month. And you can see he gave away over $150 just out of his own pocket. And you can see he gave away more than that his goal was, I think, was like $150 or something like that. And he did it, he tracked it. And I mean, just amazing. The other guys, it was like reading for a day, or reading every day for 30 days type of thing, or reading a book, completing a book. Do you know that the average person reads less than 10 books in their lifetime? I mean, it's crazy. Like after they become an adult. I'm not talking about in school, I'm talking about as an adult. So here we are, these guys, some of these guys actually, not only did they complete one book, they read multiple books during this time, right? And then, of course, the whole reason they came to Pippin and Dippin Academy was to build their wealth through learning how to trade Forex properly, right? And you can see here 110% growth in their wealth. Now, their wealth, it was not just their Forex account, it was also their portfolios, their retirement, their, building their asset column, basically, or making a plan for building their asset column and taking action on it. This is pretty fantastic. And they did this in 30 days. All right. So you can see right here, collectively, these guys, these 5 men, completed over 100% of their goals collectively across those 4 areas of their life. And you can see, obviously, in the spreadsheet, there were some that did a little bit less on some of their goals and some that did a little bit more. And so it all balanced out to approximately 101%. 101%, right? Do you know that over 90% of people in the world don't even set goals? They talk about their dreams, their hopes and dreams, and 90% or more of the people in the world don't even set goals, let alone go out and accomplish them. These guys took themselves on in a big way, set goals for 30 days in all areas of their life. And this is what is like crazy to me. And Hunter can attest to this, is 4 of these 5 guys have been trading Forex for over a year, right, Hunter?
Yeah.
So some of them have actually been trading for more than a couple years, and they had created success trading Forex. However, for example, this gentleman here, the Roughneck, he actually had an account when he first came into our academy. I think it was somewhere in the just over $1,000. And look at, guys, you already saw the disclaimer at the beginning. So we're not guaranteeing any results or anything like that. What we're talking about here, there's no guarantee that you can do this. However, because of regulations and everything, however, I'll tell you this, we're going to tell you a story. So he came into our group, our academy. He took $1,000, roughly $1,000 account, and took it up to over $15,000. All right. And then old habits surfaced, and what was between his ears got in the way, and he gave a large chunk of that back. Now, the fortunate thing is he still had a nice chunk of money to work with. However, he since, because of all of this, his account growth, 28%, was actually, with the exception of one of the accounts here, or 1 or 2 of the accounts, was, it's a substantial size account. So 28% growth for him on his money. And he only traded he created that growth and this completion of his wealth goal in really only about 10 days of trading, not even 10 full days of trading probably. So he did something really, really special. This gentleman here that just blew it out of the water, oh my goodness, just under a $5,000 account, took it to over $15,000 in 30 days. His wealth goal was actually to have 30 winning trades, and you can see here he had just under 60 winning trades. So that's how he was able to create such huge growth. Same here with the auto mechanic. He's been trading for a few years, and in the 30 days, he had the biggest trading days and the most consistent trading that he's had in the 2+ years that he's been trading, or the 1.5, 2 years that he's been trading Forex. And he created that result, which was just off the charts, right? Our truck drivers, same, some of these guys that had the lower one, it's because of just the amount of time that they had to actually live trade with us, and they still created crazy results. And then of course our Uber driver, who actually has been trading probably longer than any of them collectively, it was the first time he was consistent, and he keeps getting more and more consistent. However, collectively they grew their Forex accounts, their trading accounts, 120% in 30 days. 120% growth, guys. 120% growth. That means for what? Every dollar that they get back, another $1.20. That's crazy, guys. Or 20%, or they get $1.20 for whatever, dollar for dollar. All right, that doesn't happen. That doesn't happen. There's no, and these guys were all doing it part-time, right? They just set goals, had 100% intention. Actually, some of them, they got drugged for the first few days, kicking and screaming because their old habits were dying hard for some of them. However, once they got 100% committed, 100% intention, they created these crazy, crazy results. And that's the whole reason that we created this VIP Mastermind program, is so that the average employee could actually start creating a foundation that they could build off of to create their best life. Because you know what? I can tell you right now, all of these guys, these are their professional titles right now. However, their hopes, their dreams, their goals in life are not to continue being a roughneck or plant engineer or an auto mechanic or truck driver or an Uber driver. These guys want to build big things. One wants to build the auto mechanic. He wants to have his own recording studio. That's the thing, like, he's passionate about music and loves music. And he's a great music producer. He'd love to do that kind of stuff. All right. The roughneck, he wants to have his own bait and tackle shop and fishing guide business. All right. And so on and so forth. Down here, the Uber driver, he has like goals, like where he wants to be able to offer martial arts to the masses and not have to charge anybody anything. He wants to be able to just fully fund it and give people back because of what he's gotten out of martial arts. All right. However, the biggest thing here, all these guys they want to have financial freedom so they can do what they want, when they want, with whom they want. Right. And they started building a foundation to create that lifestyle. And they did it in 30 short days. 30 days, guys. How long have you been drifting through your life right now, stuck, waking up every morning, dragging yourself out of bed, looking at yourself in the mirror, miserable that you're going into a place, a job that you don't like, or even worse, maybe you own the business and you're continuing to go into it and you're miserable going in because of what it's become. All right. Well, this is the opportunity to take yourself on in a big way. And Hunter and I wanted to share these results with you guys. These are not made up. They are not fictitious. These goals are off the charts. If you join our academy, you'll get an opportunity to meet these guys. However, for those of you, go ahead.
I think what's cool too, Joe, is how you explain, guys, look at this. You can see across the board what he started with, okay? He didn't start with wealth. He started to explain to you guys what their health goals were, right? And what they accomplished. Guys, if you ain't got your health, you ain't got nothing, right? You gotta fill your own cup up before you can do anything, right? That's why health comes first, right? Fill your own cup up, then what? You worry about your relationships, what you need to fix in that area, right? Because that's what means the most to you, right? Your kids, your wife, your siblings, things like that. And then you give back, right? Contribution. You got to be able to do it when you don't have wealth, right? If you can do that at the time where you're the lowest and stuff like that, then it's going to be easy it'll be easy for you to even manage money, right? When you do get it, right? You're going to know what to do with it, right? So, and then wealth comes next, right? And guys, just like Joe said, we have our VIP Academy. We have our Academy, our VIP. We don't do VIPs every month, but when we do, it's extensive. It's really intense. Like we get down to it. We get nitty and gritty. Like we want you to create results in that month, that 30-day period of time where you're going to see things that you have never seen before, right? Because we've been through it. We've been through this. We've experienced it, right? And these 5 guys right here. There's a few of them that really are have been around Joe and I for a long time. We've been in acquaintances for a while, and we just really was like, let's let Joe and I push you. Let us be a guide where you can we can hold you accountable. We can call you on your stuff and things like that. And guys, you hear this all the time. right? And sometimes people can't handle it, is the truth. When they say truth hurts, they're telling the truth, right? Because most people don't want to hear it, but that's what most people need, right? And that's what Joe and I did in this 30 days, is told them the truth. We held them accountable, right? When it was needed, when tough love was needed, we gave, right? So if you guys want to be pushed, we'll be running another VIP sometime soon. We ain't got dates yet, but if you want to be pushed, in your Forex career, where we're going to show you how to actually break down an actual trading plan. When I say plan, I mean everything, not just 1, 2, 3, go, right? Then come join us at Pippin and Dippin, right?
Yep.
So as you can see, the results are amazing. These guys did an amazing job, and I'm proud of every one of them. And guys, they're still doing it, right? They're still waking up every day, hopping on the calls with us and wanting more, right? And that's what you have to do, right? So that's all I got.
Yeah. And just to really just add one little piece to this too, guys. This program is not easy. This program is not for everybody. So if you're watching this right now and saying, "Oh man, that sounds great," all right, I'm telling you right now, you're talking about guys that work, 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off, 12 hours plus a day, all right? And they made time for some pretty big goals, okay? And for some of them, that meant getting up at, 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning every day so that they could have that extra time to work on their goals before they went to work.
Right? You have to ask yourself that, how bad do you want it? How bad do you want to get out of your job? How bad do you want to achieve things that you extra money, better health, getting fit, things like that? Guys, Forex is not just about growing an account. Just like Joe said at the beginning of the call, you have to have balance in your life. You have to, or it's never going to work. You're going to experience a lot of pain and miserable things that you will go down if you do not have balance in your life, right? This is the reason why we're shooting this video. We told you from the beginning of our channel, this is not just going to be about our strategy, because Joe talks about it all the time. It's what's between your ears. It's what's holding you back, right?
Yeah. And I mean, look at the Forex account growth was fantastic, obviously. However, Hunter hit it right on the head. If you don't have your health, you have nothing. However, the reality is, if you're struggling in a relationship, it doesn't have to be a significant other, a husband or a wife. It could be your children. It could be a coworker. If you're thinking about it in your head, a disagreement or something's not right now, you've maybe had an argument or something, and that carries over into your trading, you'll never have the true success that you really want trading Forex, because you'll be that energy that the thoughts and the beliefs that are going on about what's going on in a relationship will take away from you being focused and having the focus that is necessary to trade Forex properly. Look at, guys, you can go on YouTube and find the strategy. The strategies there's tons of great strategies all over the place. We wouldn't recommend it. There are some really good videos out there though. We'd like to think that our videos are pretty darn good out there. You can go watch them and you can apply them. And I can tell you this, your success will be up and down. All right. Because until you start balancing out the rest of your life, all right, and stop sacrificing your health and your relationships and your ability to, love yourself and others, give back, your wealth, it will be hard to create. And if you do create it and you sacrifice all of this, all the wealth you create, whether it be through Forex or whatever the case may be, you'll have to invest it back into getting your health and your relationships back into integrity. All right. So get your health in order, get your relationships on point, be willing to be giving of your time, even when you think you don't have enough, when you're tired, be giving of your time, set a goal at how you're going to help people. Right? There's so many things you can do here in contribution. And it's, again, it's not just for other people, it's for yourself as well. This is where contribution to yourself is, making time for yourself. Okay. And then of course the wealth, that's what everybody comes here for. However, we can tell you right now, there's been nobody in the 9 months that we've had our academy up, there's been nobody that's consistently done this until now. Nobody. We've had people that have had success. However, very few have been able to maintain it because of what's between the ears. So if you're interested, you want more information, then definitely book your discovery call. Let's have a conversation, see where you're at, see if we can help you. We'd love to help as many of you as possible. However, we know realistically the amount of time that goes into this. Like Hunter says, we don't run it every month because of the amount of time that Hunter and I personally invest in this. This one was our baby, and we actually were involved a lot more than we normally are. However, even in our normal curriculum, Hunter and I spent a lot of time to make sure that these guys, have the support that's necessary to get, as close, if not possible, to hitting their goals, right? So that means, there's time where we had to make more time, right? So because of that, we only run it about once every other month or once a quarter, roughly. So we have 2 or 3 people right now that are already ready to go for the next one. We're not sure how many we're going to have. I think we have what do we decide, Hunter? Up to 20 that we'll take?
Yeah, about 20.
Yeah.
We can manage.
Yep.
Still give some time and, need help in areas that you need help the most, things like that.
Yep. So you're, if you're one of those 17 people that want in, definitely it's first come, first serve basis. We will be qualifying people though. So we'll have to have a discovery call one way or the other. So book yours as soon as possible. It costs you nothing other than your time. We'll make it worth your while. And other than that, I think that's about it, Hunter, right? Anything else? I forget it? All right, man.
No, that's it. This is everything in a bag, guys. Like, just like we've been talking about, you got to have balance in your life. We're going to keep beating on that drum because we know it works, right? There's 90 something% of traders fail in the market. You got to take that in consideration and read the data on it. There's over 90% of people fail, and you kind of wonder why. Once you start to understand that, then you're like, whoa, shit. Joe and Hunter were talking about that same thing that's between your ears. You know what I'm saying? And it's true. That is the problem in our world with Forex, is people don't have balance, don't know how to control their emotions, and they let the market get the best of them, right? And it takes all their money away. So yeah, just like Joe said with that, we'd love for you guys to join us, and we'll end it here, and you guys keep pipping and dipping.
All right, guys. Until then, remember, pound the subscribe button. If you liked the video, you like what you saw, pound that as well, and we'll look forward to seeing you in the next video. Until then, guys, take care. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Peace, guys.